Lucretius de Rerum Natura, Book 1, Episode 19. Ignor nim quae sit natura namai, nata sit an contra nascentibus insinuetur, et simul inter reat nobiscum morta dirempta, an tenebras orci visat vastasque lacunas, an pecudes alias divinitus insinu et se. Ennius ut noster cecinit qui primus amoino, de tulit ex helicone neperenni fronde coronam, per gentis italas hominumque clara clue ret. In the previous portion, Lucretius is lamenting the fact that people are scared so easily by prophets and the priests of religion because of fear of death. For ignoratur, it is not known. We might say more idiomatically, nobody knows. Quae sit natura animae, what is the nature of the soul? Sit is subjunctive because we have a number of indirect questions here, interrogatio obliqua, introduced by the interrogative pronoun here, and then the subjunctive, which indicates indirect question. Animae, this ending is another archaic genitive, for it is not known what is the soul's nature, whether it is born, not to sit, or, on the other hand, contra, is implanted, insinuetur, into people once they are born, nascentibus. Notice that both sit and insinuetur, like this sit, are subjunctive because we have a continuation of the indirect question. And, at simul, at the same time, whether it perishes, interiat, together with us, when it has been snatched away, dirempta, by death, morta. Dirempta is feminine, singular, and nominative, and stands for the soul. It is thus the subject of the subjunctive interiat. Or whether, here's the second possibility, it goes to see, visat, that is, it visits, the shadows of Orcus, tenebras orci. Visat is also a subjunctive, from viso, visere, and can mean as well to look upon or to gaze upon. So it visits or gazes or searches through the shadowy places of Orcus. Orcus is another word for the underworld, the realm of Pluto or Hades. And the vastas lacunas, the large, the vast, the tractless swamps, lacunas, the big holes under the earth. Or maybe there's another possibility, on. Perhaps the soul insinuet, implants itself, insinuet se, in a divine fashion, divinitus, this is an adverb, whether it divinely plants itself or works its way into pecudes alias, other creatures. This would be a doctrine of transmigration of souls, or as the Greeks called it, like Plato, metempsychosis. We have then a number of options, as Lucretius talks about them. He says, for it is not known what is the nature of the soul. Is it born, or is it implanted in people after they are born? Does it die at the same time when it is taken away by death? Or does it visit the shades of Orcus and the vastas lacunas? Or maybe, here's the final possibility, it implants itself in the other beasts, pecudes alias, and does so divinely. This is the position, he says, citing now some Roman precedent, as, he says, our Ennius noster, sang, Ennius ut noster cecinit. Cecinit is the perfect indicative, third singular, of the third conjugation verb cano, canere. This means to sing, and poets are always said to sing. As our countryman Ennius sang, he was the first one, qui primus, the first one to carry away, de tulit. This is from de ferro, to carry away in victory. He was the first one to carry away in victory from pleasant Helicon, amoino ex helicone, the crown, coronam. This is the victor's crown in poetry. The first to carry away from pleasant Helicon the crown, perenni fronde, with an everlasting foliage. That would be the laurel crown granted by Apollo for victory in poetry. This is the crown, quae, antecedent coronam, the crown which would be known as famous, would be called clara, famous, per gentis Italas, through all the Italian generations, or through the Italian generations of men. Thus we see that Ennius, in this mosaic, Ennius won for himself great fame as the originator of Latin epic poetry.